Aloha. How's it going? Spektakular. So basically our guide was constantly running ahead, not paying attention to where we are. He was never like guiding us around or showing us how to get down. He just always went up far, moved away. We had to catch up for him like for 10 minutes and stuff like that. And now he just disappeared. He just went into the village. He told the other group, or like the other two people, like the couple, that we've been to which house it is, so we know where to go. But he was just like, well, it's that house, goodbye. So this was one of the worst guides, or actually it was the worst guide we've ever had, like hiking. He was useless. Like, he didn't say anything, he didn't explain anything, he didn't even show how to walk. He just walked up front and that was it. He didn't give any shits if you get injured, or, I mean, it's like not a hard hike or like difficult, but you don't know these areas, you know, and why even have a guide then? Why even pay somebody to walk you here if, yeah, he doesn't take the job seriously, just basically just walk there himself, and we kind of tagged along. So not the best experience. Thank God the people were nice, the couple we were with, the Swiss couple, and yeah, the views and everything were also amazing. So now we have to descend ourselves. Good luck down.
The views are spectacular.
We'll see you downstairs then. That's him there in the far distance walking away from us. That is our guide, and we're all the way on top. Yeah, with the one with the red door. This is our homestay here. As you can see, it's a huge property. We already had some lunch, we were chilling around here. We checked out our rooms, which are super decent. And now we're on the way to the famous tree, which is rather special apparently. And it's down the road, or up the road, half an hour. And yeah, like a small little...
It's supposed to be a photogenic tree.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So we're gonna do that, but here it's already super, how do you say, relaxing.
Yeah.
You have
and a lot of animals. I see like goats and sheep.
Oh, they're running around there right now.
There are a lot of like chickens, dogs. Yeah. Very nice.
It is. Yeah, like a.
It's rustic, but cozy. Yeah. Very pleasant.
It's a very, very comforting stay. You can really relax here. We could spend here more than like half a day just reading a book, chilling, walking a little bit around, watching the animals play, and yeah, so on and so forth.
And as you can tell in here, there are already a little bit of autumn vibes going on. Some trees we could see when we came down from the hill are already turning their colors to reddish and orange hues, and it's so pretty. And yeah, some leaves on the ground. I love the sound of leaves like that in autumn. And it's a crisp feeling as well, like it's not too hot. Oh, and a lot of fruits. What do we have here?
Wait, let's see.
Is it pears or?
So here you have, it looks like pears or some kind of, yeah, the skin is always so soft. We've seen those multiple times already, but I think it's pears or some kind of apple.
Apples.
As you can see here.
These are the apples with the soft skin. I really have no idea what they are. Those are pretty.
Yeah, it's such a nice area to grow up in. We saw some kids, they were playing. I mean, look at how huge this whole area is.
Oh wow, there's a little salon.
Like we didn't, like where I was growing up, we didn't even have play yards like in school that were that big, and they have it as their own property, those kids, huh? Different kind of life here on the countryside, or like rural areas of Uzbekistan, I would say.
And they're very self-sustaining, obviously. All like growing vegetables, as you can see, their own fruits. They have chickens for eggs. Very wholesome.
So here we have the cows, which are just chilling.
They're so beautiful and cute, the cows here. Like yesterday we also had 2 babies near our guest house in Sentyab village, and they're just the cutest and they have such pretty faces. Yeah. Oh,
So we'll have to find a way now through this humongous garden to the road somewhere. But I think they said we can just hop over the wall. At least that's what they told the other couple. And we're gonna follow.
can you see these ruins over there? So ruins like these, there were also in Sentyab, and we were indeed wondering, like, okay, what it's all about. And we asked a guide that was there at the homestay, and they told us that these are from back in the 13th century, when it was still, yeah, villages, houses, and they were destroyed during the war with Genghis Khan, and they were never rebuilt, the ruins that you see. Only, yeah, the village afterwards, long time after, during the Amir Timur Empire. But so yeah, these ruins are from back in the day, from Genghis Khan, which is pretty cool that it goes so far back.
So again, we are on the road to the spectacular, famous tree, apparently. So after looking it up, we are in the village of Majrum, where we hiked today for 4 hours, or like, it was 3 hours too.
Because we did it in speedo tempo. Guys, it was insane. Our guide was like a jumping goat or whatever, didn't look back once. He went full Speedy Gonzales on the mountains, and it was hard to keep up.
Yeah, he wasn't much of a guide at all. He never really explained anything. He didn't really talk to us. He was super eager to get there fast because we have lunch at 12 o'clock or something. We have to make it like in 2.5 hours, which doesn't make sense because we read on our description it should be 4 hours with Ruslan on the tour, and we took our time anyways. So he was always waiting for us. He looked super annoyed, and yeah, you don't really do that as a guide, honestly. You help people, you show them how to go.
Because indeed some pieces were a little bit like challenging. I definitely, if you never hiked before, we've hiked before, but for myself, I'm gonna say I'm beginner, more just like intermediate at least. But yeah, it's quite steep at certain points, had to use your hands to get at the final hilltop, mountaintop before we're descending. And then the descending part was fun, but it was quite something.
Yeah, the whole problem with all of this, in my opinion, is just that if you say you need a guide, or somebody says there's going to be a guide for you, then he should guide you. Meaning either telling you a little bit about the place, or at least showing you how to walk and helping you. Otherwise, I don't need the guy. I can do it. We could have done all of this ourselves, but we would have taken our time. We would have been careful with our steps, see which way best to go down to, and so on and so forth. We didn't per se need him. But if you offer a guide, then he should exactly do that, not just jump ahead, like really half a kilometer ahead, and yeah, well, do this thing on your own. You'll find your way. That's not how it should work.
Yeah, and then he often was indeed 10 minutes away, just waiting. And yeah, we couldn't see him even anymore for
Yeah.
a while. Like, okay, where was he heading?
Yeah, the funniest part was at the end when we could see the village. Of course, we're going to take pictures, videos, and everything
Yeah,
because
because the view was spectacular.
yeah, it was a panoramic view. You could see this oasis of like greenery in the middle of all this desert and
Dry
steppe.
land.
Yeah. So of course we're going to take our time, but he just dozed off. We knew which guest house to go to thanks to the couple who told us. And yeah, he was then at the very bottom at the guest house when we were still up there. So that's not how you do your job.
No. But yeah, we enjoyed the views. The views were amazing. Something different than we've seen before, definitely. And yeah, we did enjoy the hike.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a good time.
It was fun,
beautiful.
but we wish we could have done it at our pace, like more at our pace. Towards, I have to say that the last 2/3 we really slowed down. We didn't really care about the others anymore. We just did our thing and enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, and as you guys know, we love photography. Usually I would be snapping away a gazillion pictures, and I only took it out at the end at the viewpoint. But still, yeah.
No, it was enjoyable, definitely. And we felt fulfilled at the end of the day.
Definitely.
And it's super pretty here in the village and especially in the guest house. So today we're gonna spend the rest of the day here, of course. We're gonna have a dinner and tomorrow breakfast. And then somebody's gonna pick us up, drive us back to Ruslan where we started our whole tour. There's also where our luggage is staying at the moment. And then we still have like a half-day trip or half-day tour to see the petroglyphs on the way to Bukhara.
True, yeah. So it's not over yet. So Moritz is exploring the backside of the tree like a monkey. The one in the Pocahontas movie, you know, the talking willow. Okay, this is not a willow, but
Also
just how it's shaped.
the further you go here, the higher you are. It's like really a high point there. Whoa. Massive.
Crazy, yeah?
Super massive. It looks like a stone. This thing, look at this. So here's a little infographic right next to me, and it said that this tree, according to legend, has been planted by Alexander the Great. As we know, there have been like some forts around here which have apparently been occupied or conquered by Alexander the Great, which we've seen in Nurata already. And this one, yeah, according to legend, was planted by Alexander the Great. And it's also loved by locals here. It's like revered. So the tree is over 20 meters high, but the girth is 24 meters of the tree, which is ridiculous. It's like so broad. That's really cool. Also, this tree in Uzbekistan exclusively grows in the basin of the Tupalang River, which is pretty cool, and we have not seen any of these kind of evergreen trees anymore here. So yeah, it's very unique. It's like it doesn't really fit the landscape, I have to say. So pretty cool sight.
And they also describe it as a unique natural relic. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cool stop, I have to say. I wasn't expecting it, but it was kind of worth it. So and was like, fuck all
Yeah.
this.
We thought it was gonna be a stare down with the cows on who's gonna pass first, but yeah, you just saw what happened. Yeah.
Next one is coming.
He's like thinking, you can come here. Going back to our hostel. Oh, it's even like bound.
Careful, I think it's a wire.
It's fine. Yeah, it's a wire to hold it up. Nice. Oh, and there's another one.
Okay, that's our way back home.
I was thinking what are you talking about?
You look so pretty.
Well, thank you. It's a bit small for me though. But... These are fields and fields of cotton.